Are you trying to play Season of the Seraph and miserably grind the season out before Lightfall comes out? Well, this video is for you, as I'll be explaining how to grind this season. I'll talk about currencies, activities, upgrades, how to get deep sight weapons, and more. Then by the end of this video, you'll be sweating out this season like a pro, and probably haven't touched grass in at least 3 months. If you haven't logged into the game, then do so, and do the main quest. Now, since you paused this video and did the quest, paused it, then did the quest, we're going to talk about first the currencies. These will be your foundation for grinding the season, as they are your main ways to get loot. We have Seraphic Umbral Energy, which is for decoding umbrals that give seasonal loot gained by, just playing the activities. Seraph keycodes will give access to a chest with seasonal loot in it for 500 keycodes, gained by playing activities in general activities, for example, Crucible. Then, resonant stems that can be used to combine 4 of them to allow access to a resonant node, and are gained from the seasonal activity and other stuff. This node is like the opulent chest, as it is a specific place and will give you older loot that has been brought back, which in this case is the Icolos weapons. There's also the reputation for the season that levels up the Warframe, which can get you some rewards like Ingrams for seasonal loot and whatever is on the little reward path thingy. Then Warframe modules, which is your basic upgrade currency for the season gained by seasonal challenges, and can be used to purchase upgrades. Upgrades, people, upgrades. There are 3 rows as usual, but the third row has only 3 upgrades, but the other rows have 7. Focusing upgrades will upgrade your focusing of Ingrams, like for example, focus double perk. On your first weekly season of the Seraph weapon that you decrypt, it will have an additional selectable perk. And another example of a focusing upgrade is focusing deep sight, which each week allow you to focus your first weapon as a deep sight. Then there are efficiency upgrades, which are related to the seasonal activities and currency. For example, heisted deep sight, which when you complete your first heist battlegrounds, you get a Seraph weapon deep sight that you don't have a pattern for. And Seraphic deep sight, which when opening the chest at the end of the heist battlegrounds, you have a chance to drop a Seraphic deep sight weapon, like security clearance, which allows an additional PDT refraction core outside submine vaults during the phase where you have to use the cores to destroy the hive bindings. Now that was just a nice dip into the upgrades. I suggest reading up on them and just looking at all of them, just what they really do. One thing is, if you are ahead on one tree, you can unlock the other upgrades in the other rows. With all that behind you, what is in front of you is hitting that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell for more Warframe and Destiny 2 content. Anyways, the ways we get loot. First is doing the activities in heist battlegrounds. Heist battlegrounds are the return of battlegrounds, but this time we fight Wrathborn. When you do the normal version, you get the seasonal loot from a chest, and when you do the playlist version, it has that chest, but it also has an extra chest for 500 Seraph key. Second, you can do the quest as you get rewards for each week and can be done on multiple characters. You can also level up the reputation with the season, in which each rank you get an Ingram that has seasonal loot. I won't go too in depth on how each activities work, as they are different from each instance. Though the new battlegrounds kind of have a template to them. Heist battlegrounds have 4 parts to it. The kill everything part, which includes the lethal proximity towers, which fire lasers. Bungie, when can we get nukes, please? We have lasers. Me want funny nuke. I will cut in and say the battlegrounds are different in every instance, which is a good thing, and that my template might not be exact, so take that as how you will, but the activity is really easy and you shouldn't really have trouble with it. Second, the defend ghost at a terminal phase where you fight enemies and kill disruptors. Disruptors have a chance to drop a crypto variable bit, which gives 10% progress to Ghost's hacking. Also, the champions here, when in the playlist version, will absolutely destroy you, so bring some mods. If a disruptor is near Ghost, he'll stop hacking the console, so make sure to whack those disruptors pretty quickly. Once after that, you get to shooting a door phase. This phase can switch up depending on the version of the heist battlegrounds that you're playing, but it's mostly the same. You have 3 minutes before reinforcements come in, and I'm going to be honest and say I don't know what happens when the timer runs out, so just take that as you will. I'm assuming they probably just swarm you with a ton of scorn or hive or whatever. You do whatever is required to get the cores, which fires the lasers. You can use these lasers to kill enemies swarming you or doing the objective, which is shooting the hive bindings on the door. If you run out of ammo on the core, a new one will spawn in a few seconds after running out of ammo. It does only take like 2 cores to break all bindings, but if you miss or you had to use it on some enemies, then just don't worry about it. You're good. After that is the boss phase. You'll fight a boss that has 2 health segments. Once it is at half health, it will summon a nanite shield. This shield can be disabled by killing an enemy that has an arc charge, which drops an arc core to bank in this thingy. After you bank 5 of those, you fire a laser at the shield and nuke the boss. Boom, you have some loot. And if you're playing the player's version, you get the extra chest for the key with the key codes you can use to. The operations are going to be different from each week, and I really won't go over those, but to summarize, they're like the pirate hideouts. You get one each week, and you just do it, and that's it for that. There's like no redoing those, unless you do it on another character. Now, with all of the knowledge I've given to you, I shall make that into a burrito from Chipotle. When looking for deep sight weapons, the currencies you should really look for are Seraphic umbral energy, as you'll need to decrypt engrams into weapons. But the other currencies have their part into this. Seraphic keycodes allow you to get more loot, meaning more chances at the deep sight weapons, and the resonant frequencies are needed to focus eye close weapons. Once you have unlocked all the weapons for focusing, you can focus engrams for just, turning off your brain. Just decrypting. Until you notice you run out of umbral engrams, which sucks. Anyways, upgrades that you would definitely want for deep sight weapons just easily are focusing deep sight, ice deep sight, and seraphic deep sight. I explained them all, so I don't know, go back in the video or something. Since we have the tortilla and the ingredients, we're gonna put them on the burrito in this order. So do whatever you need to do to get the key codes. You can literally play Crucible. Do the heist battlegrounds to open the chest with the key codes, get some loot. General, just get loot from it. And you're going to get the resonant stems for eye close weapons and the Seraph umbral energy we save for focusing. Also, little note, you can get resonant stems from other stuff, but I only mentioned heist battlegrounds just in this instance. Once you have all the weapons, time to focus. Focus umbral engrams to get weapons and cross your fingers for a deep sight weapon because that's fun. RNG is fun. And you also need more resonant stems for focusing the eye close weapons, so have fun. Also, another note, you also could just do the activity to get more deep sight weapons if you do have that upgrade, but you'll most likely be decrypting engrams and doing the activity at the same time. Also, as you're doing the activities, you should be grabbing the rewards from ranking up. To add to your burrito, I suggest playing the dungeon to get some of that cool loot. Just a little side. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't played the dungeon yet as of recording this, so I haven't really gotten to see it. But I did see the trailer. It was pretty nice. Overall, this season should be easy to grind with the blueprint I gave you, and by the end, you should have all the patterns for this season. You also know how the activities, currencies, and upgrades work this season, so fly off, grind the season, or watch some more videos on screen. Just pick one.